We are international students studying in Osaka. Join us on our 2-day adventure from Osaka to Atami City. By the end, we hope it'll capture your heart as much as it captured ours. From Osaka to Atami City, a trip that warms both body and soul. First, we departed from Shinosaka Station via the Shinkansen. The scenery from the window was amazing. As we passed Kyoto, the landscape was covered in snow. We transferred trains at Nagoya Station, and just after leaving Shizuoka Station, we saw Mount Fuji. Then, we arrived at Atami Station. Inside the station, there's a tourist information center where you can get all of the great info you need for sightseeing in Atami City. We first visited Kinomiya Shrine, only 5 minutes from the station. We cleansed our hands, visited the wish-granting giant camphor tree, and saw the gorgeous torii gates. Next, we went to the main hall. When visiting a shrine, it's proper to bow twice, clap twice, and bow once when making a wish. What do you think we wished for? There were also many types of omikuji, like this one with a really cute charm attached to it. Also, look at this adorable heart-shaped pile of leaves. Now off to the next spot. We headed to a super popular restaurant called Irorichaya. The fresh seafood was both visually beautiful and just as delicious. Next, we visited Kamanari, where you can learn how to make dried fish. Have you ever made dried fish before? It has been eaten as a preserved food in Japan since ancient times, and it requires the salt and the sun. The explanation was easy to understand, and we learned a lot. We removed the fish's innards, washed away the blood with a brush, and then prepared it for drying. After soaking it in salt water, we waited for it to be finished. In the meantime, Atami is one of the only places you can see cherry blossoms in winter. We strolled along a path that had about 60 Atami cherry blossoms in full bloom. They were gorgeous. Next, we visited a geisha tea house. When we opened the door, a geisha greeted us. We enjoyed matcha tea and cute sweets while watching the geisha's beautiful dance. She was so elegant. After the dance, we moved on to a game played with geisha. It's a game where you throw a fan and try to hit a smaller fan on a wooden box. The geisha kindly taught us how to play. We tried it, but it was quite difficult. If you hit the wooden box, it's called kotsun, and you lose 2 points. Natalia was really good and scored the highest with 10 points. The 7 hot springs of Atami are one of the city's great appeals. You can even make onsen eggs. At the market, we even found Atami's mascot, Atsuo. Everyone fell in love with him. Now, let's put the eggs in. We carefully placed the eggs and waited. Then they were ready. Wow! They were so hot, so we cooled them with water. After peeling the eggs, it was time to chow down. The simple onsen egg seasoned with salt was really good. After a full day of traveling, it was time to relax at a wonderful inn. We stayed at Shin Kadoya. Look at this spacious tatami room. We also had a beautiful night view. Dinner was prepared, and we had a course meal featuring an abundance of fresh seafood from Atami. We toasted with plum wine as an aperitif. Natalia tried this sashimi with soy sauce and wasabi. It was the best. The menu included simmered yellowtail and a healthy herbal soup. By the end, we were stuffed. After dinner, it was time to change. Some privacy, please. Ta-da! We changed into yukatas. Cute, right? Atami City has many fireworks shows throughout the year. Watching the fireworks in yukata from our end felt so special. We were super excited until they started. The fireworks were dynamic and beautiful. We took loads of photos with fireworks in the background because they were just so cute. And finally, the grand finale. It was worth the wait. After the great fireworks show, it was time for a long-awaited soak in the hot springs. Look at this night view. The glowing buildings look like diamonds. We soaked in the hot spring while enjoying this view all to ourselves. The next morning, we woke up to the gentle chirping of Japanese warblers. The sun peeking out from the sea was incredibly beautiful. After a while, the sun rose even higher. Breakfast was also huge and satisfying. It was packed with nutrients and gave us plenty of energy for the day. After getting ready, we unfortunately bid farewell to this beautiful inn. Then we were off to our next adventure at the Ocean Spa Fua, which is Atami's largest day trip hot spring facility. It boasts a 25-meter long open air bath, giving you the feeling of floating in the sea and enjoying the unity of sea and sky. We were so excited. As we went further in, the ocean view came into sight. They also have a rest area themed around a seaside villa called the Ocean Lounge, where you can relax while overlooking the sea. It's also nice to go outside and see the deep blue sea and feel the refreshing sea breeze. They have a variety of different relaxation spaces, including this grassy area. The interior was super stylish, and the cafe's drink menu is so extensive that it's definitely a place you can enjoy yourself all day long. Next, we visited the MOA Museum of Art. This seaside museum is a popular spot for some great photos. As we rode up the escalator, a kaleidoscope greeted us. This space, with its ever-changing colors, was mesmerizing. The museum itself houses 3 national treasures, 67 important cultural properties, and 46 important art objects, totaling around 3,500 pieces. This spot, with its view of the sea, is a popular spot for Instagram photos. Since it's built on a hill in Atami, the sea breeze feels refreshing when you step outside. You can see beautiful views of the islands of Izu Oshima and Hatsushima. After enjoying the scenery, we headed to the restaurant. We ordered delicious French cuisine that looked so good. For dessert, we tried the restaurant's most popular blackcurrant cake. Now, off to the next spot. Our next stop was the Atami Plum Garden. We were surrounded by beautiful plum blossoms in bloom. We found a great photo spot on the bridge and took loads of photos. The sound of the flowing river was so soothing. There were also many different stalls and souvenir shops to explore. Crossing the bridge, it truly felt like spring was upon us. After that, we went to Hashiryu. When we entered, the steam was so intense that the camera fogged up. As we went further in, we reached the source. Hashiryu, overlooking the Sagami Sea, is a rare cave hot spring and one of Japan's 3 oldest. It was discovered about 1,300 years ago and was named Hashiryu to reflect how the hot spring water gushes out of the mountain. Even now, 170 liters of 70 degrees Celsius hot water flows out every minute, creating a mystical sight. Now our Atami trip is coming to an end. Lastly, we visited Heiwadori Shopping Street in Atami, which is packed full of delicious treats. The street is lined with local specialties from Atami and Shizuoka, including hot spring manju. We found a shop with a super long line. It's a popular sweet shop called Atami Bataan. Everyone went off to find what they wanted. When in Atami, you have to try the hot spring manju. The warm, freshly made hot spring manju was well worth it. We also got a cute Atsuo plushie. He's adorable! Finally, it was time to head back to Osaka. We enjoyed beautiful scenery and delicious seafood to our heart's content in Atami. It was such a fun trip. We really hope you can visit too.